Someone just farted in the store and then just left. So I'm sensing a collective who had people in their life who just left shit and then dipped, like who didn't do anything good, just left bad energy and then never returned. That's what I'm hearing. Let's see though what wants to come through. The cards have a hard time shuffling right now, or I have a hard time shuffling the cards. Let's see. Yeah, I'm sensing conflict. So there's conflict in the air. Disagreeing with someone. You might be in an argument. You might be fighting with someone at the moment. You might be disagreeing. Like your opinions are not aligned. Spirit is telling you to temper yourself, like temper your passions, bring some harmony back into this relationship you're fighting in. I'm not sure who you're fighting with. Okay. Try to be. I know it's. Okay. Let's pull one more clarifier. We have the Page of Wands coming up, but I don't know. I don't want to tell you what to do. So let's pull one more clarifier to see how else I could interpret this card. Yeah, okay. So we have the Page of Wands coming out with the Six of Swords. Okay, this changes the message a bit. It could actually doesn't really. You are fighting someone right now. You're fighting someone or something. You could be arguing with someone over an imbalance, like differing opinions. Spirit is telling you to be patient with that. Bring some balance. Be sensible. Be understanding. You know, just have some compassion. You know, because that compassion will bring inspired action. It will bring inspired action, maybe from the person you are fighting with or from within, and you will leave something behind. With this inspired action, what comes after is transition. So you are making a change. It could be a literal change, that you're moving to somewhere, that you're changing states, cities, countries, etc. But it could also just mean a change in the relationship, that you are releasing baggage that keeps the relationship from developing. And we have the Celebration card coming out. This compared to the Five of Wands in the beginning is very nice. So this, I see an amicable end to this argument, but on the bottom deck we have the Wand story coming out. So this is very passion driven. This is very passion driven, you know. It's giving Aries, it's giving Leo, it's giving Sagittarius, but especially Aries energy. Though we have Leo coming out here quite a lot, which is a little dramatic. Leo rising, you know already what it is. Persevere your energy, okay? When you have arguments like this, challenges like this, in your bothering you, the best thing you can do is to maintain control, is to temper your impulses, to calm down, just have a bit of patience, because that's the easiest way to resolve arguments like this, arguments with yourself, arguments in a job, arguments in a relationship. Just a second. I was completely distracted, completely lost my train of thought for what I was talking about. I just know that I'm seeing a lot of competition here. You've argued with someone, but you gotta chill. You're gonna resolve this argument. You're gonna transition from it, and it's like there's wand energy. I remember I was talking about how much wand energy there is, but it will fuel your creativity. I was getting that from the very beginning. Fighting, people need to know how to fight. People need to know how to deal with negative emotions, because that's where you get your creativity from. Not just your positive emotions, not just your joy, not just, this is part of the divine feminine as well. Knowing how to deal with emotions, knowing how to fight properly. This is a lot of wand energy. We have mainly masculine energy coming out here, just the wands and the swords, all that. But with the cups here, I feel like you're being initiated to take a sip of your feminine cup. This sounds weird. Let me rephrase that. You're being initiated to swim in your feminine energy. You're being initiated to, because of course you need a union between divine masculine and divine feminine to bring your wishes into full fruition, to bring your manifestations to life, to avoid arguments, to bring, or not avoid arguments, but to resolve arguments, to be solution oriented instead of problem oriented. Because what I'm sensing here is this argument, or you or the people in this argument, have been very problem oriented, just fighting for the sake of it instead of fighting for a solution. But this challenge, this competitive, conflict ridden situation will be resolved, and you will come out of this out of this issue, out of this argument, out of this. Could be a legal case, you could be in a divorce right now, you could just be fighting with your colleagues at work, you could be fighting your own inner demons, you could be fighting with your friends. This is just conflict energy I'm sensing. Once you get out of this conflict energy in a good way, in a productive way, not counterproductive, in a productive, proactive way, you will come out of it a new person that has, for the first time maybe, manage their own emotions properly. This is something you can be proud of. People take a lot of, it takes a lot of meditation, it takes a lot of going within to reach that point. And it's fun if you can do it outside of yourself, because reflection, you're alone, it's solitude, it's not always fun. It's fun to some, like me, but 555 on the timer. If you're able to renew yourself, to reflect with other people, it's really fun. And I feel like you are doing that. The situations you are in right now, you should be thankful for them. They're triggering you to become a new person, someone who is in charge of their own emotions, or will be, is working on it, someone who's creative, someone who's charming, someone who's romantic, someone who lets love into their life. Again, someone who's solution, not problem oriented. And you got this. There's nothing left to say. I want to pull an oracle card though, because I was distracted. This reading was a little bit all over the place. Let's pull one card. Exactly. Ooh, sensual energy. It flew down way. We have a progression of 3 cards coming out here. We start, where was it? Sensual. We start with intimacy, then we had clarity, then we had bitterness. It's like the reverse. It's like looking at it. Wait, I'm feeling sick all of a sudden. Wait. I drank way too many Red Bull in the past few days. It's battery acid, literally eating me up from the inside. Don't drink that shit, even though it tastes amazing. We have first intimacy coming out, then clarity, then bitterness, and I'm hearing it's in the reverse. It should be the other way around. We start with bitterness, then we gain clarity, which leads to intimacy. So you have this progression of negative energy being turned to positive energy just by reflecting on it, which is beautiful. 737 on the timer. I'm gonna drink some water and make myself some chamomile tea. See you in the next reading.